Do they give you change at the counter for the wash and dryer?
Yeah.
Do they?
If you got like 22.
So, then when I had to go to like a tax attorney because they made up like fake documents that I owed like 90 grand in back taxes for a restaurant that wasn't mine. So they tried to get me to sign the restaurant into my name and I wouldn't do it. So that kind of messed up their trick. But anyways, when I went to the tax attorney, he's like, "Hi, my name is Brian," on the phone. They set up like a little skit. Oh my God, you're fucking... So now he's just been running around here trying to like say stuff, like whatever they say. They'll be like, "She owes tax." And I'm like, "No, I don't. Like I did my taxes. I even went and did my taxes afterwards and I still don't. I don't owe money. I actually get a refund and at Shady Oaks, they stole it." Oh my God, you're fucking... They've kept all my deposits from every place that I've gone. Then they'll go in my room after I leave and try to make it messy. They'll say that's why they kept it. You're fucking... He got them all to say that I wasn't paying rent. And then it would look like if they had that many fucking people say it, it would look like I didn't pay it. So, I don't really care. I was like, you guys are getting on my bank account. You know that I'm like withdrawing money. And you know who I'm handing it to. And he's lying about his name. So, we have issues here. You're fucking... He wanted to make it look like I wasn't. That money went to some guy in Muskegon for drugs. Like I'm in Grand Rapids and I'm giving it to the guy that's like raising all my prescription prices so that I'll have to borrow money from him. So when I pay him back, I won't have enough money left when I get my money. So he can make it look like I can't afford to, like I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, well, that's funny because like when I walk in and somebody else has to pay $2 for something and I got to pay $100, that's where the problem lies. You're fucking... So I was like, everybody was looking at me crazy. I was like, don't you guys remember like when gas was $5 a gallon? And they were like looking at me crazy. And I was like, so was it only when I pulled up to the pump? You're fucking... That's what I paid when I lived in Muskegon. It was $5 a gallon. So when they log onto my shit and they were like changing the prices around, it's kind of fixed now, although he's still trying to mess with it. So I think they get access to my money that way. So it'll look like I paid him instead of like the actual Walgreens, like when I go inside there. They'll just change the entity around, along with my GPS timeline, make it look like I was never really there. I was somewhere else. I was hiding. My phone will shut off. It'll be like, my battery's still got like 60% in it. How did my battery die? He was running around changing everything around my mail, all the letters I got. Like, sorry, if we don't make it look like you're that kind of person, then you're not going to get paid. I was like, well, it's my money. You guys do that was my lawsuit money then, Bezel? Fine. That was my money. Did you know that Megan and Michelle, did you know Megan is married to Brian Lamoureux? So did you know when Megan and Michelle were putting skits on at Verdoni's, and my $300 grand put in a new kitchen at the yacht club? And they were like, and we took out money for like your attorney, and we were gonna pretend like your attorney didn't get his cut either. That way he won't want to help Heather anymore, because he's gonna think that like that she stole all the money. I was like, so really, that's why they don't want to give me my benefits, you see? Because my income's supposed to be different. So I'm going to win, regardless of the fact. I got him now, but like it's taken so long. And then I just seen my bill and I was like, so I quick got on there. I was like, they're probably trying to figure out a way that they can still like do drugs with my money if they're not in the same location with me. So I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure my daughter would be doing the same thing I was doing and not even notice. I need her to notice. Then I had like all these people, like I paid people to like carry stuff out of the upstairs of this house. And in that, because of my leg. So the people I hired to clean the carpets that I paid with my debit card, he pretended he did. I don't even think he knows what that is. And so when I had him clean the carpets, the guys that were doing it, I said I'd pay them extra if they moved some stuff outside for me. So I paid him like $70 or $80, I think, within the 2 or 3 times that they came over to move everything. It was heavy. And then that idiot kept breaking into my house trying to kill me. He was like, I can still come on this property. This is my house. I was like, no, I'm renting it. See, this is where you people are going wrong. It's not legal for you to break in when I'm renting. Then try to steal my money out of my account the last month from Fifth Third. Did you know they just stole my direct deposit, the whole fucking thing? Did you know that? They put charges on my account of $277 each time I transferred money from my savings to my checking. Ask me what fucking time I did it at, so they could overdraft my account. and keep my direct deposit and put me in the hospital. Oh my God, you're Then he was gonna say I was scooting on the floor with my leg in the air, trying to avoid the person that I paid. I paid to live there the entire time. Then the last month that he was gonna say that he could do that, they stole the direct deposit and they were gonna pretend like they could just keep my house and everything that was in it, and it never even rented there. So I was like, well, remember I gave you a $600 deposit, and then I just painted the whole house and all the trim and all the ceilings and all the walls, and had $500 worth of the carpets cleaned, and emptied out all the cupboards and relined them. I don't know if you remember that part. I ain't doing that shit no more. You guys can all kiss my fucking ass. Did you know she got on the phone? She's like, so is that a safe place? I was like, we're not playing that game. It's kidnapping. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. It's my shit. It's my fucking kid. I don't know. Is it safe when you hacked my money? Was it safe when you broke in my home and stole my Tylenol and tried to kill me? You shouldn't be running around with anybody's children if that's the kind of person you are. Oh, she's got French tips. I love French tips. I didn't get my nails done. I did get them done once. I dropped back off at a hotel. Oh my God, you're fucking... Then they kept all my shit there too. My phones were the biggest thing. There's like videos of my son. Guess how you know I'm not doing that anymore? Did you know like Tom and Sarah set it up to where like each of those houses that they staged was like filthy dirty? Filthy dirty. So like for me, I had to rent it and then clean it so I could just sit down. I had to clean it just so I could sit down. About 85 fucking different houses. That's why he thought it'd be funny to say, you should open a cleaning business. Because Tom Harris has a cleaning business. So he had me clean for him. And then he sent me to a place where Steve Habitler and Tom Habitler and Sarah Paquin saw me cleaning a fucking building that like 15 people should have been cleaning. So they could say there was a spot on the wall. I was like, yes, he has a cleaning business. I don't give a fuck though. I don't. See, the thing is, I wasn't working for him. And so he was like having people that do work for him try to kill me. So. Then apparently I was supposed to keep up with all the addresses. And then Sarah thought that she could say I was like trying not to give them my address. And I was like, no, I'm trying to give you guys my address. You're fucking trying to make it look like I'm dead already. You fuck what my address is. They're trying to move it all around so they can fucking mess with all my fucking health insurance. You fuck what me, you can say. Sickest thing I ever seen in my life. I had to call there and be like, oh, sorry, we're closed. We're having a meeting then at the office. We're just going to make it look like you totally just fucking ducked out on a doctor's appointment. And I'm going to be like, yeah, so you missed an appointment? You're not allowed to do that. That's the kind of shit she says to me on the phone. Because she knows if it wasn't over the phone, she wouldn't be the fuck alive. I was like, I ain't Tiffany. So, like, if you got a camera there at Tiffany's house, it's all good. They don't mean it's me. I'm Heather. Like, when they grab my hoodies and they wear my shit and they go, you know, like, rob a bank or something, that ain't me. That's just my clothes. But I was like, it's not robbing a bank when I get there. Because I'm going to have to put a gun to their head so I can get my money out of my bank account. Did you know at the one house on Clyde Street, did you know who made that location up? Jerry Paquin. Jerry Paquin Grant made up that location because he didn't want, he was like, don't talk to Clyde. Clyde. That's Andrew. Clyde. Don't talk to Clyde. I was like, his name's not Clyde. So, when that location was there, Tom Harris texted the guy that put me inside this house with them putting a mattress on the floor in the living room and having nowhere else to go. And then when I rented it and I got there, that's what it looked like. So I had to rent that place. And then you could say that's like what I was doing. Like I lived like that. So he was like, Tom Harris just texted me and said, you're crazy and you're a whore. I was like, how do you know Tom Harris? And why is he saying that? That was nice. I thought that was a cute touch. The other one was like when I was walking out in the highway, they wanted me to walk even closer out to the highway so I could get hit by the car. So they turned the sprinklers on at the one place, so I'd walk around the edge of that place onto the side of the road. Then soon as I get down half the road, they'll turn the sprinklers off, and some stupid ass fucking police officer that's doing it for him, because it's not illegal, right, is gonna come up there and be like, we saw you walking down the highway. It's not okay. Yeah, really? You think? I was thinking floating didn't work. But when my invisible car was gone, I couldn't drive it. You're fucking... I better record this because they're gonna come put coins in the laundry. Well, the laundromat I went to had a card, and so then they don't want me to get there anymore because he wants to make it look like I was going to coins. So it would look like I was gambling because somebody was gambling with my life and my money. My gloves were stole out of my box. My gloves. And half of my Curlexes were stole out of my box. I'm going to call Airway Action. I think I'm going to do it after I get done working out. I know it's like really immature of me, but it's my business, isn't it? You're fucking... Holy shit, you're fucking... I'm gonna eat some breakfast too, but it's probably just gonna be like a peanut butter sandwich because I'm here. Or I could, you know, eat some peanuts. I don't have any bananas left, but I really don't care. So, because I'm here. And so, everything I did at the house, they lied. And so, she had him come like stand behind my ass and put it on camera and make it look like he was sleeping with me. So, then they put cat litter like on the counter where I was preparing my food. So, oh my God, you're fucking... So like when he tried to get me in a house that was like really filthy with my thing on my leg, he wanted me to take a shower in the shower that you couldn't really take a shower in. Like you needed to take a shower after you got in that shower. So I was like packing my bag from there and walking to Planet Fitness because see I had a membership there. So I was taking a shower there. Well then see they didn't want me to take a shower there anymore. So they were like, well sorry, your membership can't transfer from the one on Plainfield. So if I wanted to, I would have had to take a bus like fucking 2 hours back to Plainfield and then walk 5 miles to the Planet Fitness that I signed up for. Because see, the bus stops. It doesn't go no farther. So I had to walk 5 fucking miles with a bag to get to that one. Oh, you're fucking... You know, they tried to run the bus off the road like 15 times when I took it from Clyde Park all the way back to Plainfield to go get my prescriptions from Walgreens because he didn't want me to have them. They stole all my transportation too. They would like sit next to me real quick and sneak it out of my purse. Not because they wanted it. They just didn't want me to have a way to get there. So every time I call Airway Oxygen, every time I get supplies, they lie. They make it so that I got to call there, I got to get more. Then he was going to say, well, you can come pick these up on Plainfield. And we'll go right past over by Plainfield and pretend like that's where I was at this entire time. Instead of in Cascade for a year. We're just going to pretend like that never fucking happened. Oh my God, you're fucking dead. Why don't you text my phone though and be like, so it's been a year. You're fucking... I was sitting in Central Station. He was like making it look like it was a jail, so they're like recording it. It's a bus station, mind you. And so when I was sitting inside, there'd be like 800 men that would come up to my table, talk to me. He wouldn't go away unless I gave him their phone number. So I gave him my phone number. And then when I figured out that the attorney's office wants them to call my phone or text it and say the stupidest fucking shit, then it'll look like that's what was going on. Oh my fucking. Oh, you fucking. Did you know if I had $100 in my account, it would be like $120 for a room everywhere? Oh my god. You know they had my coordinates, right? My military coordinates. So you guys knew where the fuck I was at? That's cool. That's cool. They were dragging me around. You didn't know that? Like, that's crazy. Like, Justin dropped off like Tylenol and Tylenol PM, and if you guys would have seen what was going on at the house at the time, my leg was like falling off. Like, it was the ugliest thing I've ever seen in your life, but it was like the most painful thing. But the pain was so bad that like I think my whole body went into shock. I thought I was gonna get airlifted. I couldn't get off the bed onto my ass without being in so much pain. It felt like somebody just stabbed me with a fucking sword and it went right through my stomach every time I fucking moved. So when they stole the bottle of Tylenol, my fever was 102 or 103. And they broke in my house and I was the only one who lived there. I was like, Abner played soccer. Rivera. It's like when I headed to the laundromat, I was like, I was just gonna listen to Nelly. They calmed me down for a second.